everybody, it is Tina from Loving Life's Little Blessings, and it has been forever since I have had a video up, had a blog post up, well not forever, but almost a week, which is not really like me. And so I wanted to get on here and do a quick video. I'm gonna post this on Thursday and let you guys know what's been happening. I had family that came in last weekend and we completely redid a bunch of things in my house, and I painted and I found some things, and I wanted to share with you guys what has been going on. So right here I'm going to insert some photos of the process that we kind of went through, and then I'll be back to chat with you guys about some old treasures that I found. So there was a ton of things that we wanted to do this last weekend when my family was here. Andrew Michael needed to have his own room, and so we cleaned out his room. All that stuff you just saw was in his room. That used to be my old office, and we cleaned all of that out, and so that he could have his own room and have his own bed, and he was very happy. There he is. We still need to paint, but I mean, we just did so much, we just couldn't get to the painting of his room yet. So that will come. So all of the stuff that was in there went into my living room. That's all right there. We were sorting it from yard sale stuff to donate stuff to storage. All my Christmas stuff needed to be put away, and it all ended up overflowing into my office. So obviously I was not doing a lot of work for any other thing than getting the house back in order. So then we set all the stuff outside, and we had a lot of stuff to do outside as well. And then of course my mom was helping, and we were pulling weeds and stuff. So that's what we spent our time doing. And then right after all my family left, we painted a wall in my living room. We are getting ready to paint all the walls in our living room and dining room, but we just did the first green wall in the living room, and I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I ended up loving it. So this is a photo of the, this very next photo is a photo of the wall that I painted. I'll share a picture on Instagram of how it came out and the final look. So that was kind of a mess. When we redid my office, which is where I'm at now, it's where I'm filming right now, we turned our garage into my office craft room, and it's obviously, it was bigger, but we took the bedroom and it became a dumping ground. Which, does that happen to you guys? Like, you know, you get one room cleaned up, you get one area cleaned up, and then all of a sudden this other area becomes the place where you move everything from this area to that area. So it was finally time for Andrew to have his own room, and so we cleaned out that room. We installed some cabinets and stuff in my laundry room. We began painting the living room, and then I threw away millions of things. Like, I'm just on a purging mode. So I found some scrapbooking goodies, and then I'll show you these in a minute, but I wanted to show you some things that I'm getting rid of first. So these right here I found, and they're these binders, and look what they are. They say on them, layout ideas from scrapbooking magazines, project, products, sketches, tags, and techniques, layout ideas from scrapbooking magazines. So this is way back in the day, years ago, when I would get all the scrapbooking magazines and I would pull out the pages of all the ideas that I liked, and then I would keep them in these binders. And so these are just traditional scrapbooking pages. I bet that there's even some articles in here from Becky Higgins from Creating Keepsakes when she was a part of that, because I got these years ago. So that's what that is. This is products, projects, techniques. So instead of keeping the whole magazine, I would just tear out what I thought I would want to do or try. And then see, here's some sketches. And I'm wondering if some of, yeah, see, this is a Becky Higgins sketch, Becky sketch. So tons of these are from way back in the day when she was a part of that magazine. So that's kind of cool. I didn't even know who Becky Higgins was back then. I might keep those sketch layouts as I'm doing some more traditional stuff. So anyways, there's that. And then this is just more layouts. More layout ideas. So then this is really fun. Some of you guys will remember this. This is my Cricut binder. So I know this is gonna be really crazy, you guys. I have this whole binder and I'm getting rid of it. I think I'm gonna throw it away. Well, I know I'm gonna throw it away because I'm not keeping it. First of all, this is from one of the very first classes I ever did, Cricut for Beginners, way back before I I only had Kayla at the time, but I put together this whole Cricut binder. So this says Cricut information. This is all of my cartridges at the time. So it's just the printouts of the cartridges, and some of these I don't have anymore, and then I have other ones. And then the other thing that I did is I put together these like little exploring the cartridge. So like this is graphically speaking, and then this is some information regarding that cartridge. And then back here is a Cricut cartridge master list. And I also had all the cartridges that I had, they were highlighted. And then there was a little star by the ones that Wendy had, because oftentimes we would swap and switch and borrow and stuff. My kids are right outside my door, so if you hear them, that's what's going on. They're out there loading up stuff to go donate, which is wonderful to get it out of my house. And then here is a Cricut cheat sheet by Alpha. This was put together by Just a Scrappin' blogspot.com by Linda Scott, and it is a Excel sheet. And basically the basic idea is you find whatever it is that you're looking for, like a shape, like right here. Let's turn here. So if you look for the shape, or this is shape, oh, this is phrase or word. So then this is shape over here. So if you're looking for an elephant, then you'll find it on all these different cartridges. So that was pretty cool, right? I'll zoom in so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's easier when you can just see. So see, here's the shape and it's listed, and then it lists the cartridge out. So I had that, and it got updated. I don't know how often it got updated. I remember having to print it out, as cartridges would be added, and she would update it. I can't believe that she took the time to do that. This is huge. This is pages, 61 pages right here. So that's amazing. So then back here is just like techniques for my Cricut, different informations I put together, and then tips for using the Cricut. And then, oh my gosh, this is a complete throwback. So this is from Above Ruby Studios, Megan, her cutting guide. So I totally had this, aboverubystudio.com. I totally had here's the cover page. Or this is the cover page, how to use this guide. Megan Elizabeth. So I'm gonna have to take a picture of this cutting guide and send it to Megan. So I'm just getting rid of these things. I don't need them anymore, and I don't want them sitting around. So then here is a little treasures I thought I would share with you guys. This is the first scrapbook I ever did. It is in a Creative Memories album. It's using mostly Creative Memory stuff, but then this is literally the first scrapbook I ever put together. So I can't believe it. This was my first car. This was my accident I had in my car. And now my husband works at the shop where my car was. He actually works for... So this was back in 2001. And this was the first scrapbook. So it's so funny to see like the pages. So then here are a bunch of pages of that I did. This was more of my Cricut days. So I'm obviously not throwing away the scrapbook, or these pages, but these were pages of Kayla when I first started using my Cricut. There's a bunch of layouts. Then I found a bunch of, I won a block candy from My Pink Stamper years and years ago, and I had kept her business card. These were some of the first cards that I ever made when I first got into Stampin' Up. This was a Cricut card that I made. I'll have photos of some of the stuff on my website, you guys. Then this is a kit that I put together when we moved here, one of my first Stampin' Up! Kits that I put together online. This was the very first kit that I ever put together when I first got involved with Stampin' Up! And we lived in our old house, and I did this as a class in my house with a few friends. I think there was 4 or 5 of us, and it was this layout. It was a double-sided layout. We used the Cricut and Stampin' Up! Items. So I'll probably, and then it came, this was the kit. Came with everything that you needed, and we cut out items on the Cricut. Everybody brought their Cricut, and we used that. So then here's some more layouts that I found. This was from an 8.5 by 11 album that I did of some of my husband's old high school photos. These are some layouts that I did that were actually hanging up in my old room. This is a layout I put together, and I never put photos in it, but it's a layout that I had worked on at a crop I went to. And then I was just going to add photos. I probably will just add photos to this and put it in one of the kids' album because I think it's gorgeous. I'll have photos of all this on my website, you guys. This is another one. This is how I had them hanging on my wall. I had these little clips, and I had them hanging the tacks, so I didn't put tacks through the actual layout. I just clipped these on there, and then this was a Cricut layout. This was one of my favorite Cricut layouts. And when I was doing a lot of my journaling on the computer and vellum. And then this is another one of my favorite layouts. This one, and this one, and this one right here. These 3 were back in the day when Wendy and I used to do sketch challenges. We would find a sketch, and then we would put it together and then show each other, like on Skype. When we didn't live by each other. We lived 4 hours away. So I actually think that there's a video of each of these layouts way back at the very beginning of my channel, sharing these and talking about it when I did it. This little guy right here, this little Tigger, was so funny because I was on the phone with her. We were scrapbooking, and I was like, I just don't understand how these little images go together. These, like, from the Winnie the Pooh cartridge or Disney cartridges. And she would give me such a hard time because she would say, it's not that difficult. She never understood why I had such a problem. So anyways, if I can find the videos, I'll try to link them below. But you could find them by just going back. But these were fun. These were fun sketches that we did. So anyways, thanks guys for coming by and checking out these old memories. I've loved sharing them with you guys, and now I can't wait to put the pages away and get rid of these binders that I don't need anymore and make more room in my house for other things. So thanks, guys. I will try to be back tomorrow, which will be Friday, with a Memory Keeping Friday post, more with my wedding series. I am trying to get back into the swing of recording. So thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation.